All right, guys. Welcome to a basic look, the show where we look at Dungeons and Dragons from a simple perspective. I'm your host, Wally. Today's D&D topic will be the rogue class. We will look at how they are described in the player's handbook, their abilities at second level, and how they are often stereotyped in the Dungeons and Dragons world. We look at second level because there are less abilities to cover, and that makes it more simple to cover. Therefore, we are still doing a basic look. Now, the Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook describes the rogue as a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies. Already, we can see some of the stereotype. According to D&D Beyond, it is best to set your highest stat as dexterity and your second highest as either intelligence or charisma. Now, dexterity is going to improve basically all your abilities, and then charisma is going to improve your ability to pretend you're somebody else, trick somebody with words, or lie your way out of a situation. So basically, if your dexterity and your stealth fail you, your charisma may get you out of a situation. Intelligence would be the option if later on you want your rogue to be able to cast spells. If you want a simpler rogue, I might stick with dexterity and avoid the spells. Now, at second level, the rogue gets 4 abilities that we're going to focus on right now. The first ability is going to be expertise. Expertise means you get to choose from 2 skills or a skill, and then thieves' tools to have expertise in. So, in other words, you get to choose just 2 skills that Dungeons and Dragons characters have, specifically rogue skills, or you can look at thieves' tools and 1 other skill, and that will give you expertise. Think of it this way. You have proficiency bonus in a skill, let's say a +2. Expertise in a skill is going to double your proficiency bonus in that skill alone. So instead of a +2, you would get a +4 to your roll of your dice. And that adds up so much, especially for a rogue if you decide, I'm going to go proficient in stealth and then expertise. So instead of +2, I'm going to add +4, or rogues usually have a plus. If they rolled high, they can have a +4 regular proficiency bonus. And then when you add expertise, that's now a +8. And lets you do insane things inside of stealth. Now, thieves can't. The next ability is just a coded way of talking or writing symbols. I think of it as spy movies where they have phrases that have different meanings that don't pertain to the current situation or do. But if you say them in a certain way, it means something else. Just kind of espionage kind of level of talking and things like that. The third ability is going to be cunning action. And this gives the ability to use, let's see here, dash, disengage, or hide as bonus actions. For every other class, these are full-on actions. For the rogue, it becomes a bonus action, which helps so much with the rogue abilities. Because if you're hidden, comes in the next ability, sneak attack. It is the famous ability of the rogue when you have an advantage on a roll, just advantage, or an ally is within, let's see here, 5 feet of the enemy target, you get sneak attack once that turn. So, sneak attack is at second level, it will only allow you to deal an extra d6 of damage, depending on class and subclass and everything else you choose along the way. But base 1d6, so one six-sided dice of extra damage on a target. Later on, that gets to be massive amounts of dice, which can be massive amounts of damage, especially if you can roll high. So your number of dice will go up as you level up. Now, that's all of our basic abilities that we're going to cover right now. So we're going to look at just kind of the stereotypes of the rogue, and he's often stereotyped as the one stealing from the party he's in, or when the party doesn't want him to steal things because they're trying not to run from the law at that point in time and in that town or country. So be careful. Make sure your players are fine with it. Even if their characters aren't fine with it, if the players like the kind of tension a paladin and a rogue can have, go with it. It can be fun, but just talk with your fellow players and game master about this. Just a rogue can be played so many different ways than edgy, stealing from everybody, wanting to kill everybody. There is a subclass of scout, so military version of a rogue. Guys, it's a rogue doesn't have to be goth. I don't know how else to put it. You can have a happy rogue, has a happy life, but it's just really good at sneaking and lying and taking things from other people. Kind of like well, I have those people in my life, you might too, that are just really can be quiet when they want to be and just take things without people noticing, but they don't because they have a conscience. That can be your rogue, a decent human being who just knows he has good skills at this and decides to use them for adventuring. And that's just what we're going to cover on the rogue today. So we're going to cut it short here. If you did like the video and want to see more, please leave a like. Give me comments on how you like to play your rogue. I know some of you just really love the edgy side. That's fine. Just giving you the option of a whole different version of the rogue. And there's so much more content here on NWTV7, so subscribe so you can see what it is and like when it comes out. I hope to keep doing videos like this throughout the year. So thank you, and until next time,